how we can create a web server into it, right? So today, next aspect of this particular session I'm going to start with. So let's first open. Let me share. Now I'm going to type, let's log into our console. Now here I'm going to log in. I'm going to create one virtual machine again. So today, first part which I'm going to talk about is elastic IP address. That how we can make sure that the IP address which has been given to us should be fixed. So for that, first I'm going to create a virtual machine. Any, like Linux or Windows, doesn't matter. Any of the virtual machine we can create. So I'll just create an instance. I'll give my Linux. Server. Yes, one instance I want to create. Which AMI you want to use? Again, I'll just use Red Hat. The last day which I did in the same way. Which instance type you want to use? T2 macro. Key pair, we have already created yesterday a key. So I'm going to use the same SDP-SCP. Let's select a security group which has already been created over there, because yesterday we have created one. So I'll just take this security wizard, launch wizard 3. It must be having our port enabled. Let's launch instance. Now you can see we are having an instance over here, Mylibix instance. Right now it is having an IPS 13.233.125.36. Right? If I connect this, quickly I'm going to connect this one. And then I'm going to show you. I'm going to launch a web server quickly within few commands so that it will be a revision for you also. Just 1 minute. Let's now start configuring this. SSH-I desktop / SDP and ec2-user @space IP.
minus user @133.2536.
It might be sometime what happened. Okay, it's not showing it. Maybe that our security group is not proper. So let's change the security group quickly. I have to check whether the security group is. Let me show you this again. Let's go to the security group. I'll go to inbound rule, edit inbound rule. Yeah, here RDP is enabled. That's what the problem is. I'll just change it to SSH. And let's see if it happens.
Slash
So again, let's connect this. Yes. Sudo su hyphen yum install httpd wget hyphen y. So it has been installed. Now let's go to cd/var www.html. Enter wget www.rediff.com. That's httpd start chk config httpd. These things I have already shown you yesterday. These commands I have already told you yesterday. So the same commands I am running so that we can launch a website. So these are the commands which yesterday also I have run. Now let's open it into the web. That yes, it is working. Let's open this. So I'll just go back to my EC2 dashboard. Instances running. Select IP. And let's paste. Now you will see we got the page of Rediff. Now the thing is, let's take an example. So now what I did, I just binded this IP address with my domain. I purchased a domain from somewhere, from GoDaddy or somewhere, and I have binded this IP to my domain. Now what happened that if I have just stopped the instance, if I click on instance state and stop the instance, let it stop. So now it has been stopped. Now if you will check, refresh if I this one. I'll select and you can see it has been stopped. Just 1 minute. So the IP is no more available. If I'll again start it, let it start. So now you can see if I refresh this once again, now the IP has been changed. You can see this is 13.233.112.174. Previously it was 125.36. It means that IP has been changed. If I refresh now this IP, it is not going to work. Now I have to get the new IP. While I have to bind IP with my domain, it takes around 30 minutes to replicate this data over the web. Even not 30 minutes, I can say around 5 to 6 hours to replicate the data over the world. So again and again, I'm going to stop. If any problem occurs, we're going to stop and again we have to bind it with the new IP. It's not work. It's not basically the part which we have to do. So what next thing which we are going to do is I'm going to fix the IP. So I'll just drag it. And here we have the elastic IPs option. I'll click on it. And right now we do not have any IP. So before starting with this part, you should know something about these. This is because it's very crucial that if you will forward to do any specific thing into it, it's going to create a big problem. Let me open the presentation. So let's see. What is elastic IP address? So elastic IP address is a static IPv4 address designed for dynamic cloud computing. An elastic IP address is associated with your AWS account. With an elastic IP address, you can mask the failure of an instance or software by rapidly remapping it, the address to another instance in your account. So we can quickly remap the address. Let's take an example that one of my server is not working properly. It has been stopped. It was creating problem. So what I did, I just created an AMI of it. I already created a backup of it. I just quickly created another instance and removed the IP from the previous instance, elastic IP, and added it to the new instance. So that fault tolerance will be quickly, it will be switched and will not get any problem. Right. So some more information you should know about it. You use an elastic IP. First you allocate one to your account and then associate it with your instance or network interface. So first you have to allocate it to your account. And then only you can add it to your instance or network interface card, because two of the options it has been given. You can deassociate an elastic IP address from a resource and reassociate it with another resource. As I told you, you can elastic IP is one, you can add it to any of the resource which you want. You can just remove it from one and add it to another. A deassociated IP address, elastic IP address remains allocated to your account until you explicitly release. Means you have to forcefully release it, then only it's going to be released, otherwise it will be associated with your account. And this is a most important point, fourth one, that to ensure efficient use of elastic IP address, Amazon imposes a small hourly charge if an elastic IP address is not associated with a running instance, or if it is associated with a stopped instance or an unattached network interface card. So this is very important that when you are having an elastic IP address, first of all, you should connect it to any instance. If you are not connecting it to any instance, it is freely available, then you have to pay per hour some amount. Secondly, let's take an example, you have added it to an instance or network interface card, but you have stopped the instance. So for a stopped instance, you have already added the elastic IP into it, you have to pay per hour basis. If it is associated with the running instance, then no cost need to be given. So while your instance is running, you are not charged for one elastic IP address associated with the instance, but you are charged for any additional elastic IP address associated with the instance. Means one elastic IP is okay, but if you want to add two elastic IP to your instance, then one is going to be charged. So an IP address is used in a region specific only. Means if I have allocated an elastic IP address in a Mumbai region, so it is not going to work in North Virginia or Ohio. In only Mumbai we can use it.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see how we can work on this elastic IP address concept. Okay, there are some questions, I think. Let me check. Sir, when I open the public IP address, it is showing 500 and 403 error when I tried yesterday. Yes, Sachin has given the right answer, but 403 error if you are getting, or 500, it's basically a server error. It means server has not been properly installed. And it has not been properly, the file has not been properly added. That could be the problem this month, right? Because inbound rule, it's okay. Inbound rule is only going to block you. It's not going to give you any error. It says requested timed out. But if you're getting 403 or 500 error, 500 is a server based error. Means something not working in server might be properly not installed. And 403 is error which is forbidden. Means it is not allowing you as per. Just try. If you have any doubt, of course you can ask. So let's see now how we can add elastic IP address. I'm giving you time today also, just try it that time also. If any problem occurs, let me know. So let's associate the IP address now. I'll click on allocate elastic IP address. So from where you want? You want from Amazon pool of IPv4 address or global static IP address? This is also option customer owned pool, but this is option disabled because we're not having any, we have not created this. So let's get from the Amazon pool of IPv4. Click on allocate. I can see one IP has been allocated 3.7.42.203. Sorry. It's a public IP. Now, right now, this public IP is free. We haven't allocated it to any of the system. You can see all are giving dash, dash, dash. No allocation has been done. So what I'll do, I'll allocate it. I'll click on action. And we have associate elastic IP address. So we need to associate this elastic IP address to any specific or instance, right? So let's do this. I'll select this associate elastic IP address. Now instance or network interface card, I'll say instance. Your instance is my Linux server which is running. Select the private IP address of instance. That's the private IP address. Let's click on associate. So now you will see it is showing an instance ID to whom it is associated with. its private IP address, right? So all these information. Now, if I go back to instance, if I refresh this, because right now, if you will check, here at the Elastic IP address, it's showing dash because I haven't refreshed it. So I click on refresh, select. Now I can see the same IP address and it says Elastic IP. Now this is going to be fixed. I'll just copy and paste over here. And if I'm going to select over here, it's basically, now let's again click on instant state and make it stop.
1, 2, 6.
Now it has been stopping still. Let's refresh, still stopping. What happened? Still stop. Taking time to stop, you can see it's in the stopping mode.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, please.
Sir, you said Elastic IP is for region only.
Sorry,
You said Elastic IP is for region only.
for what only?
Particular region.
Region specific.
Right. So the IP address content belonging to the same Elastic IP will be shown in the same region only.
Yes, when you are having, this is right now I'm in Mumbai region. So if I've allocated the IP in the Mumbai region, then when I click on this Elastic IP, it shows over here. If I change the region, if I'll make it North Virginia,
Sir, anyone outside this region won't be able to see the same content.
they can see the content. That's not a big issue. The problem is other machines which are in North Virginia cannot allocate that IP address.
Oh, okay.
Because they're talking about Elastic IP is a region specific. IPs can be accessed by anyone. If they're in England or America, anywhere they can access my IP. But the thing is only that the machines which are in Mumbai region, in my Mumbai region of AWS, they can allocate this IP to associate this IP to the instance.
Right.
No machines from North Virginia or you can be like access this machine, associate their instances to this IP.
Got it.
So let's go back to Mumbai region again. So let's go back to instances. It must have stopped now. Yeah, it stopped. If I select this one now, you will see still we are having the IP. Yes, of course, if I'm going to shut down this, means it is stopped right now. If I'm going to keep shut down for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, I have to pay a small hourly charge for this Elastic IP. Maybe something in paisa or rupee, 1, 2 rupees or 3 rupees per hour, kind of. So again, I'm going to start this. And when you have to remove it from here, what you have to do is, let's take example, we are having another instance. Now I want to add this elastic IP to that instance. In that case, I have to again go back to elastic IP, click on actions, and here we have deassociate elastic IP. And do not terminate any instance in which elastic IP has been added. After that, it will be a big problem that you will not be able to remove because instance is not there. How you are going to deassociate it? So it's going to create a problem. So now it has been deassociated. You can see. Now you can select and add it to any other instance. Or if I have to remove it because it's freely available now, I do not want to allocate this to anyone. So I click on it and we have the option of it's not been deassociated. It's not been dissociated. Release elastic IP address. I'll just click on this release elastic IP address so that we don't have to pay any charges into it. Now elastic IP address has been removed. So just try out this part, take 10 minutes, try out this part, and let me know if any doubt is there. If you will check the instance now, it must be having any specific IP address. Now you can see it's changed to 35.154.253.40. So now start working on it and let me know if any doubt is there. Just 10 minutes. Anywhere, any doubt you are having, please write it to the chat box. I'm continuously having a look on chat box, right? Just 4 minutes more, and then I'll start with the next concept.
दे दिया अपना दे दिया चल ले ले पढ़ो बेटा क्या हुआ क्या हुआ क्या हुआ से कैसे रो रही
Okay, so now I hope we should move to the next step, next part of this course. Now, the next concept I'm going to tell you about Elastic Beanstalk. What is Elastic Beanstalk? It is a kind of platform as a service, which is, of course, a part of compute services, not EC2, but compute services. Because ultimately, what we have to do is, for developers, also we need to think for. So if someone knows how to develop an app, but they do not know how to work on installing a server or something, then for them, this Elastic Beanstalk has been made. So let's start with it. First of all, I'll remove whatever I have created into it. I'll just remove this Linux server now also. Instant state terminate. Now, first thing, what is Elastic Beanstalk and what's the working of it? And AWS Elastic Beanstalk. So Elastic Beanstalk can quickly deploy and manage applications in the AWS cloud without worrying about the infrastructure that runs those applications. So AWS Elastic Beanstalk reduces management complexity without restricting choice or control. Means it's not restricting the choice or control. Of course, if you want, you can select your choice instance, what type of instance you want to install, which OS you want to take. That, of course, you can select. Simply upload your application. Elastic Beanstalk automatically handles the detail of capacity provisioning, load balancing, scaling, and application health monitoring. Elastic Beanstalk supports application developed in Java, PHP, .NET, Node.js, Python, and Ruby, as well as different container types for each language. And there is no additional charges for Elastic Beanstalk. You pay only for the underlying AWS resources that your application consumes. Means you don't have to pay anything extra for Elastic Beanstalk. Since Elastic Beanstalk in backend, it uses a Amazon instance, means that AWS EC2 instance. It's also going to use one of the in backend that Elastic IP. If required, it's also going to create a load balancer. So all these things it creates. So accordingly, we have to pay for those resources which it is using. But it is not using its own, like it's not having any cost included into it. It's fast and simple to begin. Developer productivity and impossible to outgrow. Complete resource control is with them. So let's see how it can be done. So let's go out from now this EC2 part. I'll go to services. In compute, we are using this option Elastic Beanstalk. Let's select. Now you can see this is the first time we are creating any application. So it is showing this Elastic Beanstalk end-to-end web application management. Now you can get started, easily deploy your web application in minutes. So I have to create it. Rest all the details has been given over here. If you want, of course, you can just get with all these details. You can read them out. Just give one create application. I'll give application name as web services. Any application tag you want to use, what you are creating, for that you want to inform some information. So you can give LCD. Which platform it is. So here you can see these are all the platforms which it has been given. .NET Core on Linux, .NET on Windows Server, Docker, Go, Java, Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby, Tomcat. So I'll just click on this Tomcat because I have to upload a normal one. So So let it be Tomcat 8.5 platform revision. Sample application we have to upload. Yes. Let's click on create application. Right now I'm not doing anything specific into it. Now it will take around 5 minutes to complete everything. So let's wait for it. And after that, I'll show you it's created the EC2 instance also into it. Just wait for around 2 to 3 minutes and we will see that yes, it is going to create all the instance information. So just wait for it.
अरे एक सीक्रेट बात करनी है, सीक्रेट बात ही करनी है, सीक्रेट बात ही करनी है। हाँ ये तो लाना है और ग्लिसरीन तो लाना है, तो मैं ले आऊँगा। ठीक है मैं ले आऊँगा। अब तो तुम ही टहल लो, 5-10 मिनट है, भेजती है नीचे जाके। नहीं 10 मिनट के लिए सबर हो जाएगा। नींद लगती है, ग्लिसरीन ले आओ, ग्लिसरीन और रूब्रिक्स मैं ले आऊँगा।
So you can see it's still no message has been came, so we need to wait till it finishes. You can see now it start getting the message. Yes, it says waiting for EC2 instance to launch. In backend, it's creating by default its instance.
जैसे स्विच ऑफ कर दिया, प्लग लगा हुआ है लैपटॉप का, पीछे से स्विच ऑफ कर दिया और ये जला दे, नहीं तो मस्त आ जाएंगे हमारे रूम में। वो ऑन कर दे, ऑफ कर दे, जो प्लग लगा हुआ है ना पीछे वो ऑफ कर दे, और फैन तेज कर दे, तेज कर दे, पहले तेज, फास्ट कर दे, फास्ट, बस थैंक यू।
Now you can see it has been created. Now I'll show you in backend what it has been created. So let's check in services and go to EC2 instance, right click, open new tab. So an instance has been created which is having name as web services -env. And all these details, what's the IP it is having. Security group name, AWS is something. Right? So it's having all these details. In backend, it has been created. If I select elastic IP address, okay, right now it has not located any elastic IP address to this. So this has been created over here. Now this is my URL. If I click on this URL, now I can see it's giving congratulations. It has been deployed, but we are not having any application for the time being. So I've already have it. I'll just create an application. We should have an index.html kind of files. I'm sharing the whole screen now. Now just at the desktop only, I'm going to create one index.html. I'm already having actually. If I show you this index.html, here I'm already having an index.html. So if I right click on it and open with Notepad, you will get it written over here. Welcome to Elastic Beanstalk. Now what next I have to do is I need to zip this file. So for that, I'll just right click into it. And here we have the option of compress to zip file. It has been zipped. Because there in Elastic Beanstalk, you can only upload either zip or WAR, two type of files. So I'll go over here. And we have the option over here, upload and deploy. When I click on this upload and deploy, it's asking me to choose the application. It's index.zip.
चुप रहो, मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ ना.
There are certain preferences.
पढ़ना होता नहीं है.
Deploy policy all at once. OK threshold. Yes. Let's click on deploy. Just create a notepad index.html file with notepad you can create. Make sure it is not having txt extension with it. Only index.html should be there. Let it deploy and become OK.
बोलो क्या कह रही थी? क्या कह रही थी?
Let the deployment become OK, health become OK, then only we can move to the next step.
ऐसे वीडियो में दिखाते हैं कोई भी आपका पैकेज फीलिंग है.
Now it's become OK. Let's refresh again this page. And you can see we are getting over here, welcome to Elastic Beanstalk. Now the next thing is, now let's take an example. I need to update. I have updated the page and again I need to upload it. So what should I do? I'll again go back to my desktop. We'll change right click index.html, open with Notepad. I'll type over here, welcome to Elastic Beanstalk on 28/09/2022. Let's save. Just give me a minute, 1 minute.
बढ़िया पढ़ा रहा है. 499 रुपए में 5 दिन पढ़ाया. 499 रुपए में 5 दिन पढ़ाया. और ऐसे चीज पढ़ा रहा है जो 10,000 रुपए में करते हैं. बस ये है कि आप जैसे कहीं अटक गए तो आप वो चलता रहेगा.
Okay, so that's we have created. Let's again zip it. Right click on it and compress to zip file. Let's again upload this. So this is a new now file. I'll upload again.
मेरे 1 घंटे का लेक्चर तैयार होगा.
It says version name is sample application 2. You can change the name of index 2 or something, whatever you want. Let's click on deploy. So does the deployment again finish? It says something degraded. Something happened, some problem happened because might be we are having the same. So again, I'll upload once again because if I'm going to refresh this, it's showing it. It's not creating any problem. Only the thing is, it's just creating a problem over there that has degraded. So we can just again make it graded. So what I could, okay, now you can see the health is okay. So that's how you can multiple time upload your pages and work on it. Just try this part, and then I'll show you some more options which is available over here. So quickly, just within 10 minutes, try this option and let me know if any doubt is there.
फिर 10 मिनट का ब्रेक होगा अभी तो आई है वो नीचे से अभी तो आएंगे
Quickly try. I hope you all are having account and you're trying. If you're not trying, it's big mistake you're doing, because ultimately here I am to resolve your problems. If you have any doubt, I can resolve your problems on the way. But if you're going to do not do it, then it's a problem again. Just try this out and then I'll show you the next one.
दादी से क्या कितनी बार कहा उससे देखो मेरी क्लास खत्म हो गई छोटे वाले हाँ वो हाँ
Just 4 minutes more, and then I'll move to the next part. If you have any queries, please ask.
आगे आगे
Just 2 minutes more, and I hope you will complete this in this much of time. So now I hope you all have completed. If you have any doubt, please write it over the chat box. And if you're not, then I'm showing you some more options which are available over here. Now I have uploaded two types of like two applications over here. So at the corner, you can see we have a lot of option available. So first I'll go to the web services, the application which we have made. And in this, we have application versions. So if I click on application versions, from here, I can manage the version. The very first, I had just uploaded the sample application. Then I uploaded the sample application one. So if I select this one and click on actions, we have option of deploy over here. So I just not click on this one, but I click on this one. And again, just click on this actions and deploy. Deploy. Now, if you will check this page again, let's wait for the deployment to finish. Actually, you can see 502 bad gateway because it's still uploading. Now we are getting the old page which was there. So we can manage from here the applications. Let's take example. I have uploaded one file, but my director says no, this is not a good one. So just previous one was very good. So keep that one on. So what I can do is I can simply just click on it, right? I can just simply click and deploy this. In the same way, we can click on upload also. If we have multiple versions, we can just upload directly from here also. You can have settings also in this. Lifecycle you can enable. So I just set the enable lifecycle policy, that how many application versions you want to keep. To set the application version limit by total count. I'll say 200 is quite enough. I'll say only 150. Or I can just set it by the age, that after 180 days, as soon as the version becomes after 180 days, or let's just say 30 days, retention, just retain source bundle in S3 bucket, or you can delete the source bundle from S3 bucket because it has created a S3 bucket in back. Right? So that kind of policies also we can enable, that as soon as it will become 30 days of uploading it, it will be moved. Saved configuration. So if you have saved any configuration, like if you go to your environment, this one, and I can from here, you can see we have an option of save configuration. So if I've saved any configuration, I can get the configuration over here. Let's click on this again. Now go to the environment. That's right now. Just clicking on it is going to open the page. Configurations. So whatever configurations we have did at the startup, we will see that if you want to edit any configuration, of course you can do. Like software, it's using environmental properties, JDBC _ connection string, initial JVM heap size, something. So all these options it's using. Instance, it is using EC2 security group, this one. So if you want to edit this, you can of course edit those. Right. Let's go back to configuration.